Oakhaven was a town where nothing ever happened, or so everyone thought. It was a postcard-perfect place, neat houses, colourful gardens, children's laughter ringing down quiet streets. Life moved gently, with old Mr. Abernathy delivering milk and neighbours chatting over fences. But beneath the calm, something was stirring in the damp soil. Strange mist began to hang over the fields, and the woods grew eerily silent at night. Birds avoided certain parts of the forest, and the crickets stopped chirping. The people of Oakhaven trusted their town, never suspecting danger could come from beneath their feet. They didn't notice the little things out of place. The peace was about to be shattered. A secret was growing, wet, sticky, and hidden from the sun. The quiet was about to end, and the screaming was about to begin. Oakhaven would never be the same again. The nightmare was about to start. The trouble began with a late-night truck accident on the old highway. Barrels tumbled from the wreck, splitting open and spilling a glowing green liquid into the forest. The goo bubbled and steamed, soaking into the earth and seeping into a stream that fed Oakhaven's gardens. The truck company cleaned up quickly, never reporting the spill, but the forest remembered. The green goo was a poison, changing everything it touched. The snails found it first, crawling through the contaminated soil. Instead of dying, they grew, shells hardening, bodies swelling, minds sharpening. Their slime trails glowed with the same eerie green as the chemical. They became monsters, twisted and intelligent. At first, the change was slow, then terrifyingly fast. Snails grew to the size of footballs, their eye stalks long and whip-like. Their new beak-like mouths could snap twigs. They moved with shocking speed, slithering through the undergrowth with sinister purpose. The woods were now their kingdom. The first signs were easy to dismiss. Mrs. Higgins's roses were shredded, covered in sticky green slime. Mr. Gable's heavy bird bath was knocked over, a gooey trail leading away. Pets began to vanish. First cats, then a small dog named Pip. All that remained was a snapped collar and a patch of glowing slime. Unease spread through Oakhaven. Parents called their children inside before dark. Windows were locked at night. People peered into their gardens, searching the shadows. Slime trails appeared everywhere, on driveways, garden gnomes, even windows. The birds and squirrels vanished, leaving a heavy, watchful silence. The quiet felt unnatural, like the calm before a storm. Flickers of movement haunted the bushes. Strange, scraping sounds echoed at night. The town held its breath, waiting for the first drop of terror. Something was out there, watching. The storm was coming. The first attack came on a Tuesday night. Old Mr. Henderson, taking out his rubbish, heard a wet, dragging sound by his pumpkins. He saw a huge, glowing shape. Then it lunged shockingly fast. By morning, police and ambulances crowded his house. All that remained was a cracked pair of spectacles and a massive trail of green slime leading into the woods. Mr. Henderson was gone. Panic swept the town. The mayor called a meeting, urging everyone to stay indoors and keep pets inside. But fear grew. How could anyone fight something they couldn't even see? That night the creatures emerged from the woods in a silent, glistening wave. Dozens of giant snails smashed through fences and crawled up walls, leaving glowing trails. Their shells scraped against brick and stone, filling the night with terror. The people of Oakhaven huddled in their homes, listening to the nightmare outside. The siege had begun. The snails were no longer hiding. The town was under attack. The nightmare was real. Oakhaven was changed forever. Oakhaven became a prison. Streets were deserted, littered with overturned bins and abandoned cars. The only things moving were the snails, clinging to supermarket walls, filling the town square, their slime casting an alien glow. Phone lines were down, power flickered, and the town was cut off. Families barricaded themselves inside, rationing food and comforting terrified children. The snails grew bolder, testing doors and windows, their eye stalks poking through letterboxes. A father slammed a shovel on one, severing it. A shriek echoed outside. The creatures were hunting, not just wandering. The mayor, trapped in the town hall, managed to send a desperate radio plea for help. As he spoke, a huge shadow fell over his window, glass splintering. The radio went silent. Fear gripped every home. Every shadow was a threat. The siege tightened. Oakhaven waited for rescue. The nightmare deepened. Just as hope faded, help arrived at dawn. Silent white vans rolled into town, releasing men and women in head-to-toe hazmat suits. They moved with calm precision, carrying strange equipment. Silver canisters, crackling poles, humming devices. They were government specialists, prepared for the chemical threat. When they met the giant snails, they didn't panic. Humming devices disoriented the creatures. White foam from canisters shrank them instantly. The monsters shriveled, their shells softening, bodies reduced to harmless garden snails. The team worked methodically, clearing streets and homes, vaporizing the green slime. Floodlights lit the night as they worked. The people of Oakhaven watched in awe and relief. By morning, the nightmare was gone. The white-suited team vanished as silently as they had come. The town was spotless. The monsters were gone. Oakhaven was safe, at least it seemed so. The cleanup was complete. The sun rose over a quiet, spotless Oakhaven. People emerged, blinking in disbelief, half expecting to see monsters lurking. A government official held a meeting, assuring everyone the danger was over. He told them not to talk about what happened. It was a matter of national security. The government paid for repairs, eager to erase all evidence. Life slowly returned to normal. Children played outside, Mr. Abernathy delivered milk, and gardens bloomed again. But the woods remained strangely silent. People tried to believe it was over. A week later, young Leo played in his garden, trying to forget his lost dog. He spotted a small snail on a rose leaf, perfectly ordinary, except for a faint green swirl on its shell. Its eye stalks twitched with a flicker of unsettling intelligence. Leo stepped back, a chill running down his spine. Maybe one had been missed. The nightmare might not be over. Oakhaven would never truly forget. Some secrets never stay buried.